So I pulled across the pedestrian crosswalk and he hit me.
No, you're right. She hit me. She ran into me, which took my front tire under her car and slammed me to the side.
When I see a red flag, I stopped and I hit. And then you went.
Next Judge Judy.
Watch today at 4 on ABC 27.
Snow, ice, freezing rain. When you need to know what's coming next, count on your most accurate local forecast center.
Down the Footlights raises money for the Hershey Theater Apollo Awards. Enjoy the show and dinner on the stage January 26th, hosted by Dennis Owens.
I'm meteorologist Eric Finkenbeiner. Join me and many others for the 2019 Capillary event here.
My first impression was, wow.
Oh, I've got my sampling shoes. Learning how to milk a cow.
We're having so much fun here.
Seeing all the great things Pennsylvania has to offer.
Rex catches everything you throw at him, and so does Jackson Hewitt, like the biggest tax reform in decades. At Jackson Hewitt, we help lots of people like you. No one gets you a bigger refund. Otherwise, you get $100. That's right, no one gets you a bigger refund. Visit Jackson Hewitt today.
Troy Angle and Southern Skies in a studio session. But first, we do want to know more about what could be happening overnight into the morning. And then, maybe that was like 2 months ago, you're saying this could be a snowy winter.
Well,
Maybe it's coming.
You need two things. You got to have the moisture, which we've had, even dating back last year, but then you got to have the cold air. And we do have some of that going into the weekend here. So let's get started. We're almost there. We're almost to the weekend. And downtown area, but it's a nice day so far. But here's the visible satellite. And look at what we have coming. All these clouds are going to push in here from the west. That is the storm we're tracking for tonight. It's a weak one, but nonetheless, it will put down some snow. Cold out there here at the 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m. half hour. It is pretty quiet, though. The temperature's in the 20s, still below freezing. It's a little bit raw. So our satellite radar picture showing you now the leading edge of the snow tonight, now working its way through the Ohio Valley. And this storm, as you can see, it's not a big one, but it's just going to kind of scoot by to our south, and we're going to tap into the northern edge of this. Temperature-wise, struggling to get above freezing today. We may not. The first flakes fly. They will accumulate overnight. I think a lot of us end up with about an inch out of this, but I'm going to say 1 to 3 because the fluff factor may help certain spots to accumulate a little more than an inch. And then as we head into the day, here on Friday, mostly cloudy, slight clearing late in the day before we await the approach of our next storm. So it's a 5.
Yes, mentally preparing for that extra cup of coffee tomorrow morning. All right, now we're going to switch gears a little bit. The government shutdown has been dominating news headlines over the past couple of weeks. And with the shutdown, many employees are missing paychecks and families are struggling to put proper meals on the table. The Central Pennsylvania Food Bank has stepped up and is helping those families in need. Here to tell us more is Joe Arthur with the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank. Thanks for being with us.
Sure, I'm glad to be here.
So tell us a little bit about the assistance that you're providing.
And also federal contract workers, because Central Pennsylvania does have a pretty heavy complement of those workers. And they started this in paycheck. We already started the service this past Tuesday.
And what is that service?
And basically the food that you see in front of you, federal workers or federal contract workers can come to our Harrisburg hub and our Williamsport hub and receive this array of food that you see.